one of the things I'm going to start doing on here, and I done told y'all in my earlier videos, I mean, that is if you watched it and saw that part, my sole passion is poetry and spoken word. I love to write, I love to rhyme and all of that good shit. I love to write haiku and ballads and other types of poetic structures. You know, I've been writing poetry since I was 9 years old. You know, my grandma, you know, she used to have a typewriter. You know, she old school. She was born in 1939. You know what I mean? Those were the days when Martin Luther King was still alive. You feel me? And Malcolm X. You feel me? But my grandma used to have a typewriter, right? And every time, you know, when I used to stay in Compton, you know, my grandma used to stay in Long Beach for 20 years. Actually, she still stay in Long Beach. You feel me? Every time me and my mama didn't visit my grandma, I used to always play my grandma's typewriter every now and then and shit. You know, that's something I love to do. That's my anti-drug. And as a matter of fact, man, I didn't quit smoking weed. If you see my other videos, yeah, you probably see me smoking a fat-ass blunt and shit. But I gave that shit up because of the simple fact that I'm looking for some better opportunities and shit. So I got to make that sacrifice. And I'm not regretting it at all. It's all good because sometimes it's like, look, man, I love to get high. I ain't, you know, but I mean, common sense, and if you really wise and smart for the big money, you don't have to put that down, you know. But poetry, that's one thing that will always stay with me. That's one thing that always ease me, bring me at peace. You feel me? It just bring me to it's like basically the way I see poetry is that it just bring me to a whole, it's like me creating my own world. You feel me? How I want it to be created. You know what I mean? It's like I'm a magician and the pen or pencil is my magic wand. And I can do anything with that motherfucker. You feel me? People might not be taking me seriously because of the way I talk. I might not get a lot of credibility for that. But one thing I'll tell you is don't judge a book by its cover. Because I will come in with some shit and I had this shit smoking because this shit's so hot. You feel me? Ask my mama. Hell, I wish I still had my fucking 10th grade English teacher. Because she'll tell you flat out. We had an assignment in class. And this is a true story, man. Put that on my nephew. Rest in peace. You feel me? But we had an assignment where we had to write a poem and shit, right? And I didn't do shit. You know, we supposed to wait. You know, how, you know, yesterday was an assignment. You know, you go home on homework, have it done tonight, and turn it in the morning after and shit. I didn't do that shit that night. But that very minute when everybody else was reading their poems, I was in class writing that shit at the last minute. And I remember the poem. It was called Speech Impediment. I remember that poem. I can't remember the shit I wrote on this shit because of the simple fact I don't have that poem no more. But I wrote that shit in 5 minutes. A loose leaf paper, front to back to front. No lines skipped. And my teacher, I forgot her goddamn name. But she was like, damn, you wrote that shit just now? Yeah. You know? Man, that's my shit right there, man. I love poetry. You know, I love spoken word. You know? And just because of my platform, I'm going to use this shit. And I'm going to release everything I didn't have hidden in me. You know, you might find some poems funny, whimsical, witty. You might find some poems tragic, sad. You might find some poems that will piss you off because I intend on being provocative and offensive sometimes. Because this shit is not for the politically correct. I wasn't born and raised in a politically correct culture. I was born in 89. I'm a 90s baby. You feel me? I'm from the hood. I'm from the city. I'm from Compton, man. I done been through some shit. You know? You gotta understand, man. You know, not everybody you see on YouTube has it easy. Nobody ever see on YouTube has a silver spoon in their mouth, not rich and everything like that, man. But we out here. You feel me? Shout out to every YouTuber there is out there that provides the time to give us some of their content, to work hard, at least to reach out to people, man, to show their face and do what they do, because that takes a lot of balls. That takes a lot of balls to look up in the comments and at least see people always criticizing them, always trolling, always bullying them. You know what I mean? To share something, share some type of part of them with the world that you can see everywhere. This is a global platform. You know what I mean? You guys are fucking brave. And me, I got some insecurities like a motherfucker, but I don't give a shit because I'm fucking crazy. And I'll tell you that in a heartbeat. Hell, I can ask my mama on camera and she'll tell you. She downstairs, but I ain't gonna try to say anything because she's sleeping and I don't want the smoke. I'm afraid of my mama. And that's a good thing. You know, because she a G2. Crib, nigga. But I just want to share that with y'all, man. Someday it will happen. You feel me? Someday. You know, I write serious shit, man. I write like at least about 10 or 15 pages a day. I used to write more. You know, hell, with my older poems, I can actually come out with a novel. You know, I do have a publishing platform. One thing I don't have is copyright. But, you know, I'll get that down in a minute because I know what the fuck I need to do to get those copyright forms. All you gotta do is just go online, copyright.gov, download those forms, fill them out, send them back to the copyright people, and as far as I know, that's what I've seen, you know. Other than that, you know, so once I get them copyrights, you know, down, because simple fact that I don't want people stealing my shit, man, because, hell, even my shit may sound whack to most, it may sound fire to others, you know, but the same people that be like, hey, your shit is whack as fuck, be the same people stealing your shit. Believe that, you know. So I just want y'all to know that shit, you feel me? Anyways, man, it's Jeff Bone out. Fly Eagles fly, Laker gang all day, Dodger gang all day, LA King gang all day, man. What else? UCLA all day. Shit, LA Galaxy, they from the city, even though I root for Mexico, but hey, LA Galaxy all day too. Fuck you, man. Hey, shout out to Milliken High School, because that's a high school I went to at Milliken Rams, nigga. I want to show love to everybody in the city. Long Beach, Compton, LA as a whole. Watts, Carson, Torrance. Shout out to the homie Chris, man. Shout out to the homie Brent, Looney Tune Hatchet, man. That motherfucker got bars for days, man. Shout out to the homie Kenny Butler, man. Old punk ass Patriots fan, man. Yo, shout out to the family. Shout out to the Leaks family. You feel me? Shout out to the Faust family, cause hey, my last name is Faust, man. This is basically my platform. Do whatever the fuck I want to do with it. I'm showing some fucking love, man. Fuck that shit, man. I ain't showing no hate. At least not right now. I ain't gonna promise I ain't never gonna show no hate. But yeah, I want to shout out to people, man. Real shit, man. Love everybody, cuz. One love, cuz.